I'd like to introduce you to our snake arm filling machine. This particular one here is for doing a top fill only. It's got a relatively small lance, so the lance just goes into the top of the containers. The arm lifts up and down the stanchion. For the operator to move it, he just operates the lever switch, lifts the arm up, allows him to fill the larger IBCs. And again, if he's filling the smaller containers, it lowers down to allow him to get to the 20 litre containers. The lance itself also lifts up and down, and the operator will use this lever switch here, lower it into the drum. The filling machine then is ready to start a fill. And to start a fill, very simply, press the start push button, tears the weight of the weigh platform down to 0 and purely measures the liquid or the product going into the container. Once it's reached the required weight, it automatically shuts off, the lance shuts, stops any drips, and it then allows the operator to lift the lance out of the container and move on to the next container. To move from the 20 litre containers to a larger container, you simply operate the lever switch and it lifts the whole of the arm up to the required height. When you get to the required height, you simply move the arm over to the new container, into the drum. To start a fill, press the start push button. That will tear the weigh platform to 0, open up the filling nozzle and measure the liquid going into the container. Once it's reached the target weight, it automatically shuts off and allows you to lift the lance out of the drum and then move on to the next drum until you've filled all 4 drums on the pallet. You then move the arm out of the way and a forklift can come in and move the full drums on a pallet and load it up with a pallet of empty drums and start the fill back over again. The snake arm filling machine measures the amount of product going into the container via weight. So we have the weigh platform that the containers sit on, and we have the weigh indicator that you enter your weights into. Very simple for the operator to use. There's a button here. Above the button it says target weight. The operator presses the button and you can see it says target weight 200. So that's for filling 200 kgs into a 200 litre drum. If he wants to change that for, say, filling 25 litres, he simply enters in 25.0, presses the return button and it's done. I'll demonstrate a fill. You'll see the drip tray move out the way, the lance go into the container, and you'll hear the nitrogen being deposited into the container. The nitrogen goes in for a amount of time that's preset on the PLC. You move it over the first container, operate the lever switch, you'll see the drip tray move back. Right, the nitrogen's finished purging, the lance is now opened and the product starts to fill the container. As the product goes into the container, the lance will start to lift. It carries on lifting like that in stages until the container is completely full. Once full, the lance will shut and lift completely out of the container. That's your fill complete. You simply just move over to the next container and repeat the process until all 4 drums are full.